And I'm live on YouTube. Hello, all. How are you doing? And I was looking to see if anybody's in the chat room. I am sorry that I am late. so, um, so far, no. Okay, nobody's in the chat room. So that gives me a moment to introduce myself. I'm Lisa Allen. MH stands for Master Herbalist, and I am Timing Magic with Lisa at timingmagic.com. And I'm here to share free timing readings for all of you. And what I mean by that is that you already know what's going to happen and you need your timing questions answered. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And I do that with my pendulum. Okay, so interesting that I decided to wear purple today. Maybe I should use the purple amethyst pendulum today. And seeing who appears. So since nobody's in the chat room yet with questions, why don't I go ahead and do a quick 3-card pull for the energies today. And I will tell you, yay, 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 Venus is direct, and that's very exciting news for all of us. So the area of relationships can start to move forward now, but we still have a couple of things that we have to release. And one is that we are in a dark moon right now, and we will be until tomorrow very late in the evening, or February 1st for the other side of the world. And that is also when Chinese New Year starts, and we are going to be in the year of the tiger, leaving the year of the ox. So to be honest with you, it's going to be an eventful year. Okay, this is a lot of dynamism, a lot of changes, where the ox was kind of trying to keep everything like even keel and the same and stuff like that. This year is going to not be like that. It's going to be kind of a roller coaster. So, if you're the kind of personality that likes a roller coaster, you're going to probably love this year. But if you are the kind of personality that doesn't like the roller coaster, buckle up. And maybe get used to things needing to change. And, even with all of the highs and lows, the good news is that we get change out of it. So let me go ahead and draw a couple of cards. Very interesting. Now, the Ace of Wands, but it came in reverse. Okay, you see it says creativity at the top, but it came in like this. So we are getting ready for the cycle of creativity that is really beginning on the new moon, and really when Mercury goes direct. So by February 3rd, we'll be ready to, put that creativity in action, plant those seeds. Right now, we're doing just the last bit of releasing that we're going to be able to do. Last minute purifications, last minute clearings, last minute getting rid of anything that you do not need to take forward with you energetically or even physically into the future. And we're getting ready to do the new cycle here. So I also look at that card as like the springtime, meaning the equinox. So for some of you, that might be an important date for you to put on your calendar, meaning I'm talking about the March 21st date for the Northern Hemisphere. And for the Southern Hemisphere, you could still mark March, because it would be a different flavor in your region if you are in the Southern Hemisphere, because you guys are entering, the season of fall. So you may have some things that you want to burn away or something like that in the Southern Hemispheres. But in the Northern Hemispheres, we're getting ready to have a big cycle of creativity. Let's get the second card. Okay, and this card came in reverse too, but I wanted you to see it upright. Page of Cups, it says reflection. This is what we're actually supposed to be doing right now. We're supposed to be reflecting and letting go of things that no longer work for us. And you'll notice that he has a salmon in the photo. This is a symbol for wisdom. So it has to do when you are reflecting on things, you gain wisdom. And the reflection also allows you to realize what you need to let go of, as well as what you need to keep to go into your future that we are coming up on. Okay. So that is that. Let's see what else comes in. Okay. Now this one is coming up right. You'll see that the word diplomacy is here, a Seven of Swords. So sometimes the Seven of Swords can represent, theft and, other things like that that are kind of icky. I will look at this as the fact that this year that's coming in, it's kind of a warning to, even though we're doing all of this activity here, that we need to realize that other people are also trying to create. So what we want to do is have good partnerships, and we want to be diplomatic when we need to be diplomatic. Okay. And kind of like understand that other people are trying to get things done too. And maybe if we work together rather than against each other, you might have better results. So to me, this is kind of about, like, in a sense, partnership, but it's actually just being able to work with other people when we are trying to reach our goals. And sometimes there's mutually beneficial position in the middle of the two, and it's easier to do things, like on the same page as somebody else for some things than it is to do it all alone. Okay. So without sacrificing your ideas and your creativity and your wisdom and your reflection, we got to keep this in mind. So there's a balance between those things right now. And that will be, entering into our reality very soon. I really believe it could even be as early as the 1st with the new moon, but February 3rd for sure to do that. So that's what's happening here. Still no questions in the chat, and I understand some of you probably, like, because I was late coming on tonight because I had a phone call. So I'm gonna have to figure out, like with this phone call thing, I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to handle this so that, like, things don't run over. But the conversation was definitely needed, so I don't regret that. But maybe what I can do is, like, just with Mercury retrograde right now, because there's a lot of things that people need to say right now that haven't been said. And especially as Venus went direct, maybe it's just time to, like, really allow that space, but maybe not like when there's something scheduled in the day. So guess that I'll take a mental note and schedule those things outside of the days that I decided to live stream. And these were actually being live streamed while, my Pendulum chose all the dates and the times to live stream. Hi, Hearts Love Joe. How are you doing? Your day is almost coming up, February 3rd, right? And as I recall, it was even a little bit later. I do have a question for you. Have you been able to get your Impatience flower essence yet? Like, this is Larch, this is mine, okay? But have you gotten yours yet? I'm very curious to see how you've done. I did a free giveaway reading for Muriel McKenzie, who comes on to YouTube sometimes, because I did a giveaway with the StreamYard function. And so she won a 3-card reading along with a timing, and she ended up getting a flower essence of elm, and she bought it, and she says she took it and immediately felt better. So I was wondering if you had a similar experience where you immediately, like, could feel something different when you take the flower essence versus when you didn't. Okay. So I was curious to see, like, what you would discover with that. Um, let's see here. We have, I guess I could do a grounding exercise with all of you today. And I already shared my tarot and oracles on my last stream. So let's go ahead and do a grounding piece right now, because I think we need actually. Oh, that's excellent. So yeah, they're at health food stores. They are on Amazon. You know, there's different places to get the flower essences. And I have this pocket guide here that tells what kind of, action that we need in order to do the emotional healing that we need at that time of that reading. So this is a really good thing. And I would say for you, Hearts Love Joe, because you are an Aries, I would say that you might need impatience again, like in the future, to remind you, like, of how to, like, just really be in your center and allow yourself to be magnetic instead of having to feel like you have to run after everything, because that's a very Aries thing. And it's a very Leo thing too. Leos, sometimes they usually need different flower essences, in my experience, but you Aries, like, you do really, really well with the impatience one. And so when you're in the health food store, they have these little pocket guides, and you can grab one and see, like, all of the patternings that they help with. Okay. And they have them, in different categories. Okay. And the impatience one is in the, okay, so you see that there's a third category. It's purple. Yeah, yeah, and I totally get that. I totally get that. The purple category is called reach out to others. Isn't that interesting? I was just talking about the diplomacy card coming in. And so for impatience, it says you feel frustrated with the slow pace of other people and other things. Right? Is that, like, totally like what describes you? And what it gives you is patience. So that's what the pocket guide says. Okay. Now, at other times in your lives, you might need one of these other essences. So I've noticed as we went into Taurus North Node and Scorpio South Node, okay, that there are some people who need walnut flower essence because they're trying to break a pattern and do something else. They're trying to do something else with their lives, and they keep getting hung up by other people and other people's expectations of how they used to be versus how they are now. And there's a dissonance where the person cannot, pull away and do the thing that they want to do. They feel like they're anchored from somebody else's energy. So walnut flower essence has an ability to just cut all of those little expectations and says, nope, I'm going ahead and I'm doing what I'm going to do. And it like just makes a really clear boundary. Okay. And I think that we might need that in the water supply right now. Okay. I would advocate for flower essences in the water supply. And maybe how about Rescue Remedy in the water supply with all the COVID, stuff going on, and giving people some calm. Okay, again, that'd be amazing. Let's look at the comments here. It's helped me a lot. Great. I completely agree. Yes, he's a Virgo, so he moves very slow. Oh, right. Because he has to, like, calculate and do all of this stuff. Yeah, so extra interesting. So yes, you can ask a question. Is it going to be about your potential partner, or is it going to be a different question? Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookie says, hi, hey, how are you doing? So cup of tea, if you would like, I am doing timing readings today. So if you have a when will fill in the blank happen for me, okay, you can put it in the chat and I'll try to answer it. And what I do is I answer it with a pendulum. Okay, so that's what I have here. And actually, I forgot. I am using the amethyst one today because I'm wearing purple. So we'll go ahead and see here if anybody, oh, nope, not yet. Okay. All right. So Hearts Love Joe, you were here first. So go ahead and ask your question. And Kapate, we will get yours afterward. Okay. So we'll get Hearts Love Joe first. Meanwhile, I think that it might be a good idea to ground. So let's visualize. Okay, so you guys see here, I'm wearing a tree pendant. Okay, so what we want to do is pretend that we are a tree right now. And we want to see our roots going into the soil, but all the way down to the center of the earth where we get our source energy from the earth. Okay, and so the roots will pull up the source energy. Okay, now at the same time, we also need to make a grounding cord in the middle. Okay, like maybe of all of our roots, like in the middle of that, make a grounding cord that also goes down to the center of the earth. And the grounding cord will act like a drain. Okay, and the drain is for all of the energies and all of the things, the emotions, all of those things that we don't need any longer. And what we want to do is send all of that stuff down that grounding cord to the center of the earth. And what it is like is that the center of the earth is kind of like a place where we recycle that energy. And then that energy then becomes pure source energy that we can use and pull up with our roots in order to use on the planet. Now, at the same time as that, because trees have branches and leaves, we also want to pull down the sky energy. We want to pull down the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, and even any weather energy. Sometimes we can have benefit from, like rain or thunder or clouds or lightning or anything that might be like in our energy right now. Just pull that down in your body also and let it do its cleansing, let it do its renourishing. Okay, and then like ask it to balance all of our chakras, so all the way down, okay, the crown all the way to the root. Okay, and let that sit there for a moment and visualize your heart chakra actually being kind of the center of where all of this stuff balances, and then it just ripples upward and ripples downward. Okay, and now we want to fill our area. So if you want, you can put your hands outside of yourself as straight as you can and to your fingertips. And that is how big you want your energy, at least that big. Pull your energy out and let it fill up with the earth and let it fill up with the sky at the same time. And then circulate those energies around in your chakras. Okay? And then you want to put a big protection bubble on it so that you can kind of maintain that energy. And this is kind of a process. We have to do the maintenance all the time, right? Because we live on the earth and there's a lot of things that will permeate that protection. But we can put like kind of a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe you want to call it like a Teflon, kind of like a slippery substance that lets people just slip by you if you have to do that. And that way you can keep your connection with the earth and keep your connection with the sky and let your energies really marry and really get grounded and really be connected to the source in the sky as well as the source in the earth. Okay? And I'll go ahead and close the meditation circle, and you have this protective bubble now, and your aura is very protected. And you can use a symbol if you want to put protection around you, like in whatever symbol that you use. And I'll let you do that privately. Okay. We now have questions. Yay. Oh, Yes, when will he reach out to me and express his feelings? I feel I will hear from him in February since Mercury retrograde is over, and it will be over on February 3rd. You are correct. Okay, today is January 30th, so we have like, what, 5 days? Okay, that being said, let's see if there is a different energy, and especially if you are taking the flower essence, you'll make that timing happen better because you're going to be more relaxed and you're going to be more receptive. Okay, so let's see here. When will he reach out to Heart's Love Joe? Okay, it says weeks here, so okay, it'll be after the retrograde for sure, but let's see how many weeks. Okay, I'm getting a measurement of around 2 to 2.5 weeks. So okay, when I measured that, Hearts Love Joe, he feels busy with something. He's wrapping up something. I don't know what it is. Is he in school, or like, is he in exams? Something like that. Like, it feels like he's really, really dedicated to something. That's just what I'm getting. Okay, so Mark, first off, you want to save this video in your saved Lisa readings, or watch later, or whatever you want to do, so you can refer back to this video. And remember that I'm wearing purple and a tree necklace, and, well, this is a shell. Okay, so you can refer back to this. 2.5 weeks is the window, 2 to 2.5 weeks, so that you can know what's going on. Okay, and that will help you. Like, and again, you might even be able to change your timing as you take the essence and as you get more calm and thereby more magnetic. Okay, we talked about how Aries needs some magnetism, bringing in the energy like to you rather than going out to get it, right? So that, because that's an Aries thing. It's a very Aries thing, and it's cool. We love it, but like, when it needs to be received, it's great. Okay, he's in college, because what I get is that he's super, super focused. Oh, playing sports. Okay, so is he really focused on until the end of the season or the end of the next thing in order to win, or whatever it is? Because I get that he's very, very focused right now, and that's why he cannot reach out yet. Okay. Okay. Yes, he's in college. He plays sports. Okay, so that's great. And Kapate says, your background interior is very nice. It's actually real. Okay, so that's a J.R.R. Tolkien art that my daughter made. It's wood with string art, like with little nails and string, like done in a pattern. And she made that for me for one of my holidays. Okay. And the wire work that you see in the background. So, I mean, this is part of the, the daybed / couch, whatever. Okay, that's back there. But the parts that are up here, okay, those are actually room dividers. And I have 3 of them. One of them is actually folded here in the corner that you can kind of see a little bit. It's, because I didn't have enough room with the window there, right? But these are 2 room dividers folded out like all the way, and then I was able to push my thing against, and it just turned out to look really great. So here I was thinking that I would have a storage problem, because I've had these for about 20 years now. In fact, over 20 years. I bought them in 2000, and I love them. Okay, and I can't find them anymore because other people have asked me, where did I get these, right? Aw, thank you. And it's very lovely. Aw. So Hearts Love Joe says, do you think he misses me still? I feel I am a distraction to him. Okay. And again, that might be what is happening, is that, like, regardless of whether he misses you or not, he's very focused on a particular thing and doesn't have time. Like, he literally says, I have to put this over in the corner because I really need to focus on this, right? Because that's what I'm getting, is that he's doing. And let's see here if I'm right about that. So I'm pulling a card right now. and I get the Page of Pentacles. So the page does talk about, and you see how determined he looks in this photo, right? And he is a Virgo, and Pentacles are an earth sign, okay? So he is in the process of doing the work or going somewhere, right? Like I definitely get that. And he is very focused. Okay. Now, what I also get is that a page can be a message. So you might get a message at some point, but just know that he's very focused, and 2.5 weeks is around the time that you'll hear a message. Okay. And because the page cards mean messages also. Okay. So let's see here. I did highlight everything. Okay. So cup of tea, did you have a question for me to answer? Meaning, when will something happen? And because I have the pendulums here. Okay. Yes, I'm really getting, because when I pendulumed it, it was very like, I mean, it was like, you know, I felt this energy of like, I need to go do this thing. And you know what? It's very good for him to do this. Okay. So, you know, that's what he needs to do. And it's really, I think that it's a healthy energy. Sure, honey. Calendar it and then let me know what happens. Okay. In a couple weeks, if you, you know, and if you come on and if you have other questions, like, you know, about jobs or, you know, like health or family situations or, you know, like other things that might need a timing, feel free to ask them. Okay. So, okay. All right. So, okay. So I explain my background and it's real. And, okay. I am trying to think of like what else you guys want to do, because I thought that there'd be more people on Sunday, because I did tell like a whole bunch of people on Facebook and Instagram and, you know, the whole bit. I thought that there would be more people here. It's totally okay that that didn't happen. You know, I do realize that people are in a stage of releasing right now. And in fact, maybe that's what I will do, is see what is going on. I like this deck and I like this deck. Okay, so sure. Yeah, go ahead and drop a question. I'm going to see, in the meanwhile, I'm going to see which deck wants to talk to us. Okay. So after I did that grounding exercise for all of us, so that we can access the energies of spirit in its most pure form, that we are in the capacity of like what we can receive. Okay. Let's see here if this is the deck that wants to talk to the, okay, it says no. Okay, is it this deck? No, is it this deck? Oh, that's a beautiful question. Okay. Okay, this deck. Oh, it says yes. So this is the deck that wants to talk. It's called the Angel Answers, and I'll see how many cards want to come out. It says 3 cards. Okay, meanwhile, it appears, and hang on, I'll highlight this. Yes, you can ask another question. Okay, so go ahead and drop it, but I'm going to answer Cup of Tea's question first. And it says, when will I do an apprenticeship for hairdressing? This is great. Currently thinking about doing hairdressing and beauty therapy. That is a beautiful goal. Excellent. And it's so funny that you're asking it now, because we actually came out of a Venus retrograde, and Venus rules hairdressing, right? I mean, and in some ways Virgo does too, and it's been in Capricorn. So Virgo is the sign of services. And so that's, you know, because that's a service, you know, hairdressing, clothing, you know, those types of things. So Hearts love Joe, that's not a timing question. Okay, so I'm not going to answer that one, honey. You're going to do your own cards on that one. Okay. You got to do it a timing question. When will something? That's what I'm doing. Okay. If you want to know other things, and actually that question, I don't want to answer. So I wouldn't even like ask you to have me do a reading on it. Okay. I want you to do your own reading on that. Okay. Yeah, you never knew about the retrograde. Yeah. So you were probably like already cycling into this thing. And I mean, I think that if anything, it's a really good time. But let's see here. I got these shuffled up, but first I'll answer your question. Okay, cup of tea. And it says, when will I do an apprenticeship for hairdressing? Okay. Days, weeks, months, years. Hi, love Angie. I'll be there in a moment. Days, weeks, months, years. It says months. Okay, how many months? 4. Hair apprenticeship for a cup of tea. Okay, I'm getting a solid 2 months. Okay, so do you already know the school in which you are doing your research in order to look, or are you shopping schools, or like what's going on with that? I kind of wanted to know because I got 2 months and I felt like you had some questions you needed to have answered. And I feel like you need to do more than one school, like so that you research more than one school. Like that's what it feels like to me. And then you'll get your answers. Okay. And then you'll be able to choose. Okay. Love Angie. Hey, how you doing? Says, hey there, may I please ask when I'll change my life for the better? I'm looking to change a lot of areas. Okay. So earlier in the video, we did a nice grounding exercise that allowed us to like just let go of so much old energy and bring in new energy. It's totally resonates here. Earlier I also had the Ace of Wands, and I put it back in the deck. I'm sorry about that. I was going to show it, but it's fine. You can see what the card looks like if you replay the video. So mark this video, and then just come back to it and you can see the Ace of Wands. So we are in the process right now of doing a lot of reflection. Hi, Rosa. Doing a lot of reflection, letting go, like through wisdom that we gain from the reflection, we are letting go of things that we no longer have as a part of our energy anymore, that don't benefit us anymore. And we're releasing those things down the grounding cord to the middle of the earth. So it's recycled so that it turns into source material that our roots pull up and make something new. Okay, so this is absolutely the time that you can do the life changing for the better. I will look at the pendulum to see how it works for you, but I will tell you that you want to go back in and do a lot of releasing. And if you have a lot of anxiety around that, you'll want to do, so the Batch Flower Remedies, they have a pocket guide, but they also have, okay, they have essences that are the single essences, but you may want to use the one that is called Rescue Remedy if you are feeling anxiety and you know, all kinds of like, you know, oh my God, I'm changing so much. You may also want one of these in walnut. I know that mine says larch, okay, but you want one of these in walnut, okay, to do a lot of life transitioning. If you feel particularly like also that people don't understand why you want to change and they want to keep you the same for their own benefit because they're scared or whatever the reason is. So check that out, love Angie. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and see this, okay? Highest good, no harm to myself, no harm to others. Okay, when will love Angie begin to make changes towards a better life by her definition of what is a better life? Okay, days, weeks, months, years, days. Yeah, I'm getting very soon, very soon. How many days? Okay, about 4 days. Oh, that's interesting. I think that that's right around the Mercury direct. Okay, so you got to go through the new moon, and we have the new Chinese year coming in, and then we have Mercury direct. So keep February 3rd in mind, okay, for a lot of shift. of energy. Right now, do a lot of letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. And, meanwhile, keep your intentions of like what it is that you want very clear in your mind, and you can begin to act on them at around February 3rd. Okay, is that good? Okay, wow, that's what I need. A new energy and a new life. Yep, it's coming in. Just welcome it. Okay? And get really clear about what it is that you want and what it is that you are releasing to the world. Yep, wow, February 3rd. Yep, that's it. Thank you for the reading. Excellent. Says see a certain school. Okay, so just do a little bit of research on another school just to see like what it is. Like, I don't know, I'm getting that you may still pick the school that you're doing, but you need to like look at something else that is in another school that's a competitor, and see what's going on with that. So that's what I'm getting. But in 2 months, I get that that's when you're going to start. Okay, and you can bookmark this video. And like that way you can have it to look back for reference. Okay. Okay. So let's scroll up here. Okay. I'm going to do the question for you, Hearts Love Joe, is when will you see each other again? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do it in a when will this happen? Do you get like how I'm making it a timing question? Okay. So when will Hearts Love Joe see him again? Days, weeks, months, years. It says months. Okay. How many months? Okay. 2.5 to 3 months. Oh, well, that matches, I guess, because of something that he's busy with, right? Like so 2.5, 3 months. So would that be the end of the school year or something? Like, I'm curious about that. So February, March, April, like okay, so like the middle of April or something? Does that make sense to you? You guys are geographically apart, right? So does that make sense? Like middle of April. Okay. Yes, it is. Thank you, Rosa. And I was glad that some of you guys came on here. I was a little late today because I ran over on a telephone conversation, and gonna have to, like, I guess, figure out some stuff. But I am also forgiving myself because, well, Mercury, the planet of communication, is retrograde after all. Okay, so I do need to go easy on myself. Okay. Thank you for the reading. Excellent. Okay, Rosa says, I actually just woke up from listening to light language to release what no longer serves me. Excellent. That's a perfect energy to do right now. And so we have the new moon. So let me, I'll pull up the exact time for you for the new moon. So it is Monday night. Now you're on the East Coast, so it would actually technically be early Tuesday morning. Okay. At 12:46 in the morning Eastern time. So that means Monday night at 9:46 for Pacific time. And then you just do the math, like it'll be Tuesday daytime for anybody in the EU, UK, elsewhere. So Monday night / Tuesday, okay, for the new moon, okay, and then new Chinese year starts. Year of the tiger. You want to dare more. You want to do stuff more. You want to ride the waves, okay? Because it's going to be a lot more eventful in good ways as well as more stressful ways. But it's better to know that so that you can gear up and then just get ready to ride the wave, right? And have that change come in. So it's going to be fabulous, okay? And then on the 3rd, Mercury goes direct at 8:13 at night on Thursday. Okay, so that's when Mercury goes direct. Okay, so then we're gonna have a great weekend coming up with Moon in Aries over the weekend. So that should be pretty eventful. And especially with the Aries energy, it'll be squaring Venus, which would be, like a little bit electric, okay? Like with with Mars also in Capricorn as well as Venus, okay? Conjunct Chiron, sextile Saturn, that's good. And then we have Mars in Capricorn, which is good, okay? It's actually better than it was when it was in Sagittarius. It was a little wonky-do in Sagittarius. We have a lot more focus for our goals and our energy when Mars is in Capricorn, because it allows you to focus and it allows you to get the shiz done, okay? So we love that, right? So, okay. That looks good to me. I'm celebrating my friend's birthday. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Okay, Rosa says, may I ask, when will me and Washington say, okay, let's finally be together? Okay. Okay, days, weeks, months, years. Okay, I'm getting a reading of months, Rosa. Okay, months. Huh. Does this make sense to you? I don't know if I've read on this energy before, but I'm getting around 5 months. Like it's 4 to 5 months. Does that make sense to you? Hello, how are you doing? Tree Nalling. Awesome. Welcome. And Princess Nye says, when will I see Niall again? Did you ask me that before? Because I thought I answered that when you popped on the channel before. And I mean, I could pendulum it again, but like you may want to reference the video that I did that answer for. Let's see here. Right, yes, and you'll have a lot of energy to use in your birthday month, for sure. Okay, I have a problem I want to know about my government job I'm preparing for the last 7 years. Really? 7 years? That's okay. So you guys, this is an astrology lesson, okay? So 7 years is a Saturn cycle. It takes a quarter of the cycle in Saturn time, so that you are doing the work, doing the work, doing the work. And a lot of times we see break things or break through, okay, or we run into an obstacle, okay, in 7 years. So this is a 7-year cycle. So this is a very Saturn thing. Government, that's a very Saturn kind of job. So that's very interesting that it would take 7 years of preparation for this government job. That's amazing. Like, that's very interesting. So, okay, when will Shri receive the government job? Okay, days, weeks, months, years, months. Okay, how many months? Okay, Shri, I get that you can get your government job in 3 months. Okay, mark that on your calendar. You can bookmark this video if you like. Okay, 3 months is what it says that you'll get your government job. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm so sorry about that. And I can imagine, like, a lot of the world is doing lots of different, like, I mean, COVID by itself just decimated so much hope and all kinds of things, but yet it also made other people grow in different ways that they may not have grown otherwise. So we got to that's what it says. That's what it says. 3 months. 3 months. Okay. Mark it on your calendar. So this is February, right? Like the first month, February, March, April. So put around April 1st that you'll get your job. Okay. I've never asked that before. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know because I didn't remember what I talked to you about. And it's, I can't keep track of everything. So, okay. Let's go back to the question. First, yes, first time around. About him. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Okay. No problem. Yes, really. And thank you. Excellent. Best of luck to you. That's a long time to study and get what you got to do. So I really wish you well, okay, on that. And I hope that the spring brings you many blessings, Shri. Okay. And when R would text me. Okay. So I'll get to your question here in a moment, Love T. I think that I'm missing somebody's question. I think it's Princess Nye. So we'll do yours first, okay? Because if I'm missing anybody else, I did Rosa. Okay, when will she see Nile again? Okay, days, weeks, months, years. It says weeks. Okay, it's saying, okay, about 6-7 weeks, so almost 2 months. Does that sound right, Princess Nye? 2 months? And again, you'll want to bookmark this video so that you'll remember. I'm preparing for the new moon. Excellent. Yes, I am too. Nice releasing stuff. Rosa, you didn't come on earlier. I did a nice grounding exercise earlier, and I also pulled some cards of the energies right now. And it just might interest you on the replay. I just thought I would mention that. Okay. Okay. Love Tea. Oh, sure, honey. You're welcome. Okay. We got, okay. May I know when R would text me? Okay. Love Tea. Okay. Days, weeks, months, years. And remember, we have Mercury Retrograde. So it's over on February 3rd. Okay. It's saying weeks. How many weeks? Okay. About 2.5, 2 to 2.5 weeks is what I get. So, okay. Yeah. Around Valentine's Day or okay. So that time period keeps coming up for a lot of people. So between Valentine's Day up till like around the 21st. Okay. So that week seems to be very highlighted for a lot of people. Now, keep in mind that we have the Venus-Mars conjunction that happens on the same day as the full moon on February 16th. So keep an eye on that full moon. That might be kind of like a factor of what's happening, but it might happen a little bit before that or a little bit after that. So just keeping that in mind, okay? And again, you may want to bookmark this video and remember. Okay. Oh, no problem. Okay, great. Oh, 2 months. Yes, I'm happy with that. I hope things work out too. So yeah, I didn't understand the situation, but that's okay. I don't have to know. I'm just getting that reading. And so many blessings to you, Princess Nye. Appreciate you coming by. Okay, I will listen to the beginning. Great. Yeah. Just when you have time. Dear, when will I marry? Oh, okay. Meaning, you mean Marry, right? Like meaning join, wedding, things like that, right? Not be merry, not be happy, right? Hi, Nicole. How's it going, girl? Ooh, I will look into that. Oh, thank you, Shri. We were friends getting to know each other. Okay, marry. Okay. Wedding. Yes. Okay. We're going to put marry. Okay. So when will Shri marry? Marry. Days, weeks, months, years. Years. Okay. And how many years? We have. Okay. As it stands right now, and of course this can change, by various methods of like decisions and things like that. I get a reading of around 4 years right now. Does that sound right to you? Nicole, we're going to go back to your question. Okay. Yay, Nicole. I'm so glad you made it. Ooh. Okay. And actually, I haven't even gotten around to pulling my angel cards yet, but that's okay. So we are going to do, and Nicole, when is the best time to launch a new business? And by the way, you guys, Nicole has Aries energy in her birth chart. So this is a really great time. We were talking earlier about how this season is really shifting really quickly, and we're going into a new moon. We're going into the year of the tiger, which is going to be great for like most Aries type personalities, because it'll have a lot more dynamic, room for growth and all of those types of things. That's coming in literally in a couple of days. Okay. And then Mercury goes direct on the 3rd. So a lot of things are going to be changing right now. And so right now we're doing a lot of releasing of things that we don't want and clearing the path and bringing that in. So hang on, Shri. I'm going to do the thing for Nicole first. I will get to you. Okay. I'm so glad I'm glad you're catching me live too. So let's see when Nicole should start her business. Launch the new business. Days, weeks, months, years. Weeks. Okay. How many weeks? Not very many. I'm getting, like 1.5 to 2 weeks. Not very long. Don't wait long. Okay. 1.5 to 2 weeks. You'll have really good energy, lots of momentum going forward. Jupiter is in Pisces right now. It's really good. I remember you had some Pisces markers in your chart, if I'm not mistaken. This is a great year for you to do this. Really. It really is. Okay. So glad to catch you live. Okay. All right. Okay. May I know when my MLS pop exam will be? Okay. I will get to that. But first, I need to address Shri because she says I'm 34 and I want to marry earlier. Is it possible? Let's find out. So as it stands, we just did like where it said 4 to 5 years, right? So that would be like 39 for her, like, 38, 39. And she's like, hey, can I change this? Okay, so I'm going to ask the spirit guides right now if Shri can change her timing on marrying and make it earlier if possible. Okay. It's not answering in a way that's like it's saying kind of, okay? And so I'm getting that there are either some lessons that you need, Shri, or there is a soul contract that you agreed to before, like maybe even before you were born, that needs to manifest first before you do the marriage. And you would have to have that contract renegotiated in the spirit realms. And do I have permission to renegotiate that contract with her? I do not have permission for that. So you might need to get a healing, an energy healing, or somebody that can help you change your Akashic records so that you can do something in the order that you want to. You might not still be able to get out of it. Is there a soul contract in the way of this marriage thing with Shri? It says yes, there is something that's there. Okay. And I can't move it. I can't do anything with that. Okay. But I want you to know something, Shri, and that is that as much as you consciously in your consciousness, your personality, you do not like this idea at all. Your soul knows what is best for you and would never harm you and would never hurt you. Okay. I want you to know that. Okay. That being said, there might be a little bit of wiggle room, but not really, because it's saying that you need to experience this other thing, and I don't know what it is, okay? And it could be really, really beneficial for you, okay? And then you get married, okay? It might not happen otherwise, or it might, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to tell you, I can't change it. Okay, you have a little bit of choice points, but there's actually a soul contract in place. Oh, you have Pisces Venus. Oh, great. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to get to Nikki. Okay. and ask when the MLS Pop exam will be. Days, weeks, months, years. It says weeks. How many weeks? It says 3 weeks. Does that make sense for you, Nikki? Aw, you take care, sweetie. I'm eager to hear all about it. Okay, and Shri, like when I answered your question about your marriage being, because it's a ways off, and I understand how that works and how, that how frustrating that might feel for you right now. Okay, you are true, dear. My Saturn is weak due to that I am not getting the government job. And MNT, not sure what that means. Able to marry. I have heard this thing from many people. Oh, from India. Oh, okay. So folks in India have even sensed this particular soul contract that you have to fulfill in order to wait and get the merit. Okay. So that might be, and again, your soul will know like what's going on with that. It seems like it's hard. Okay. But I will tell you that your soul has your best interests at heart. Okay. Shri, my many blessings to you. Since you're in India, what you may want to do is Saturn mantras or yantras and help get your Saturn into alignment with you. And one of the things that I've learned about with this is that, like, if you visit grave sites and bring like either, like dark grapes or blackberries or like things that have dark colors like Saturn kind of thing, or eggplant or things like that, and bring them to old people or grave sites and do that on Saturdays, and then do like Saturn yantra, like mantras to, like really tone with Saturn. You do? Okay. And it's just Shani mantra. Okay, I do that. Okay, because that will help. Also, in the gemstones, I know that now this is not advice from a Vedic astrologer. I do not do Vedic astrology. So I want you to see a Vedic astrologer, not me, but I do know that Saturn's stone is a sapphire, a blue sapphire. Now, I don't know if you need to strengthen your Saturn or to offset your strength of Saturn by strengthening another planet like your sun or something like that. So, that a ruby, like for the sun, you get what I'm saying, the pearl for the moon, things like that. You might need to strengthen a couple of other of your planets in order, if you have like the Saturn is like it's weak because it's too strong, if that makes sense. Okay. If you can do a blue sapphire, that may help you tone that Saturn energy and have a better expression of it. And you may be able to do the okay, Sani mantra. Okay. And I have a ring of Lasunia on my little finger. Oh, is Lasunia, is that the same thing as black sapphire, or I'm sorry, blue sapphire? Is that the same thing? I'm not sure what Lasunia is. So that's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Jop. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a Vedic astrologer, just so that you know. I'm just penduluming what comes across. So thank you for your visiting my channel today. And I do hope that you can bring Saturn energy into alignment with your birth chart and live out the part that you can live out and do the work so that you too can be in a happy married life. We want you to be happy when you're married too. We don't want you to be in an unhappy marriage. Okay. So don't do that. Okay. Okay. Rosa says, can I ask when will I start this pathway program that I have to do for my job? Like, it has to be within 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. When will I start this? Okay. Days, weeks, months, years. It says days. How many days? Oh, now that's interesting. 4 days. Okay, that's like literally on the 3rd. Okay, when Mercury goes direct. Okay, so mark February 3rd, February 4th for that. Aw. Hang on. Lasunia is for the internal problem if any human being has a mental problem. Really? I've never heard of that. I don't even know what Lasunia is. Is that the English word for that stone also, or is that only the Hindu word for that stone? And if it is the Hindu or Hindi form, is there an English form of that that I should know about? I'm going to look it up when I'm off the live stream, but I just want to know because I did not know about that. So the little finger, that's the Mercury finger. Is that right? That's the Mercury finger. By the way, on my own Mercury fingers, I have a malachite on here and then a garnet on that one. Lasunia is Hindi for cat's eye. Oh, it's a south node thing. Wow. Okay. Because I know about the north node and the south node. They have different stones, and I'm pretty sure that cat's eye is south node. Is that right? Hang on. In Hindi, it would be K2, right? It's a K2 moment. Rosa says that's really quick. Yeah, the energies are going to be so different by the 3rd. You're not even going to like recognize it. Like you're going to wake up on the 4th and go, what is going on? Like it's going to be fire. Okay. It's going to be just going. Okay. K2 and Shani, I don't know who Shani is. Shani, that's not the moon because that's Chandra, that's not her, right? It's not the moon, right? It's not Rahu. It's K2 and Shani. Okay. I'll have to look up Shani also because I don't recognize what that is. Maybe it's Mercury because of the little finger. I think that the little finger is a Mercury finger. So very interesting. Thank you for that education. It sounds like you are in good hands with a good Vedic astrologer. That's great. And I'm glad that you're doing your mantras. Shani means Saturn. Oh, it does? Why did I think that it meant something else? I thought that Saturn was a different energy, but okay. Thank you. Saturn and the South Node together. Oh, that is hard. Yeah, I see how that would work. So in Western astrology, I'm a Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is in Aquarius, which even in Vedic astrology, it would be in Capricorn. So I have a very strong Saturn, but I have the Sun conjunct K2. The Sun is conjunct K2 in my chart. So I probably need a ruby with something, and I'm not sure if I need it on a finger or like what have you. Like if there's this finger is the Sun in Western, but I don't know if it's in Eastern, meaning the ring finger. This is the Sun finger in Western. So almost. I have a garnet. Does that work? So it's not a ruby, but it's a garnet. So, and then this one is actually, it's not even citrine. It's this one is, it's a form of amber, as I remember. Right? Shani means Saturn. Okay. So that's really interesting. So I did want to tell you, Shri, that I do understand a little bit about what you're talking about. I'm not a Vedic astrologer, but I know what you're referring to. Now, I think I've gotten everybody's questions. So I'm going to go ahead and I was shuffling these cards earlier. I think I'm going to shuffle them a little bit more. And I'm going to pull out, my pendulum said to pull 3 of these cards. Okay, these are the angel answers. Okay, here's the book. Okay, and they're out of print. So there's probably some other angel decks that you guys can use out there. I'm just going to use these. So we'll see what these cards want to say. Okay. I'll get to you after I pull the cards, because now I'm like in this space of pulling the cards. So this is for all of us. This is for everybody. Okay. Okay, now this is a very interesting card. So one of you guys needs to hear this. Yes. Look how cool that is. Look at the sun and the moon in the hands. Wow. So beautiful. Okay, and the next card now. Okay, so there might be, okay, because this is a no. So maybe what we are learning right here is discernment. So meaning that if it is not an absolute yes, because you notice here that there is an exclamation point, it has to be a full yes. Yes. Not a halfway yes. Otherwise, it's no. Does that make sense? Yes or forget it. Not in between. Okay? That's what that means to me. And one of you needs this. This is recovery. Okay, so this has to do with health, but it's also maybe recovery of yourself or your power or your property or something. Okay, but it has to be a heck yes. Otherwise, it's a no. And in the meanwhile, you will recover something. Okay, so that's what the cards want to tell all of you. So that is going on. Okay. Oh, Princess Nye, thank you so much. Excellent. May make sense. Yes. Okay. And so Shri says, Shani is for Saturn. If someone is suffering internal mind conflict and other decision-making problems. Okay. Saturn is having many types of power. In Hindi, we say Mahadasha. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't know those terms because I'm not trained, but I do understand that having a Saturn. Now, what I will say for Western therapy, the pocket guide here for flower essences. So these are flower essences. Okay. Mine was at one time Larch. I have taken this and it had to do with building confidence. Okay. So there is flower essences actually for helping you make a decision. Isn't that cool? And what it does, so let me see. I think it's called scleranthus. Let me look here. Know your mind. Yep. Okay, so this is very interesting. So the know your mind category here of the essences, and I'll kind of try to, well, it doesn't focus very well. Okay, so I'll read it. Okay, and this might help you with your therapy is where I'm going with that. Okay, so there's the procrastinating where you feel tired at the thought of starting work. I'm not getting that's your problem, but that's hornbeam. You feel discouraged after a setback. That is gentian. Okay, that is, I don't feel that either for you. You have given up and feel hopeless. I do not get that energy from you. Okay. You want to do something worthwhile but cannot find your vocation, that doesn't feel right for you either, because I feel like you've already set your mind to what it is that you want. Okay, so that doesn't feel right. And you doubt your judgment and ask others for advice. So that feels maybe like it could be. So I'm going to give you both of these, and then you can make up your mind about what it is that feels right for you. Okay, and I will douse it right here. So I'm going to douse whether Shri would more benefit from scleranthus flower essence or Serato flower essence. And it says scleranthus. So let me read scleranthus. It says that you are indecisive and vacillating, and it does help you with decisiveness. So scleranthus, I'm going to type it in the live chat for you so that you can look it up. You want to get a batch flower remedy or flower essence. Okay, batch flower essence remedy called, okay, Leranthus. Okay. Okay. Do you see that, Shri? And we have Pat in the house. How are you doing, Elf? Just saying, give me the cookies. Okay. Nice. Maybe flower essence cookies, okay? Because that's what I got right now. And earlier I did a nice little meditation. Okay. So try that out along. So you can use this along with your, the ring on your finger and some of the other things. This is not a harmful, this will not counteract. This will only support you. Okay. So if you can do that, and they kind of look like this. Okay. So try to get one of these, and it'll say scleranthus on it. Okay. Not large. Okay. But it'll look like this. Okay, Shri, that'll be for you. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Yay. So thank you guys for coming live. This is really awesome. So, oh, Shri says yes. Okay, excellent. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for coming by my channel. I love it when I have people from other countries come by and visit me. It's awesome. 7 years is a long time to be preparing for a government job, honey. Like, you definitely have more discipline than I do. Would I get this in India? Yeah, sure. You can look around. So, copy the phrase that I wrote in the chat, okay, and do a search on it on your search engine there locally. I don't know if you guys have Google. You may have something else, but I'm pretty sure you can get flower essences, because I know that in India you can get a lot of homeopathic remedies. So you can get flower essence remedies too, because they're in the kind of the same category. Okay, so if you have a store that sells homeopathic remedies, they're probably going to sell flower essence remedies. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now, oh, you're an MBA. Wow. 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 Good for you. You must be really earning your Saturn right now. I'll tell you right now. Use buttermilk to make chocolate milk. All right. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Can you please? Oh, yes, I can look for that. Okay, so I'm going to use the amethyst pendulum here that I got. Okay, when is Princess Nai going to get married? When is Princess Nai going to get married? Days, weeks, months, years. Years. Okay, how many years? Okay, it says 2 years, but it was weird because it looked like 4 years, then 3 years, and then it went to 2 years, and then it stopped. So I'm not sure what that means, because usually it goes the other way when I do that, but it went backwards. So maybe you are like honing in something, like, and you're making it 2 years, just even like for yourself, like that you're bringing that into a reality in 2 years instead of 4 years. Okay. Okay. They have Google in India. Good to know. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. And I did the marriage question, and sure, Donna Marie, what I'm doing is I'm doing timing questions. So you have to ask me, when will blank, blank, blank happen? Okay, that's how that works. So when will my family situation resolve? When will I get the raise at my job? When will you get the point. Whoa, something is, okay, hang on. Whew. Somebody is clearing something right now, because what happens is that all of a sudden I will get choked up. So I know that something is being cleared right now in our audience right now. Okay, so I have to clear it out from me too. Okay. Good. Okay. I did it. Okay. So it's okay, you guys. It just happens. That's when you do spiritual work, that things clear chakras, and then you just get, you just have to know about it, I guess. So, okay. Brilliant. Awesome. And dear, please visit India. You will see many things here. I'm sure I will. I will do this like when this whole COVID nightmare and everything is over with. Okay. I'm not going to come there until it's all done. Okay. Oh man. Awesome. Okay. Donna Marie says, when will I get moving into my new house? Okay. Days, weeks, months, years. Okay, when will she move into her new house? Weeks? How many weeks? Okay, I get a reading of about 3 weeks. Does that make sense to you, Donna Marie? Okay, 3 weeks. Okay. Can I be in the free list? Do you mean my mailing list, or do you mean like that you're going to be asking a question, Aditi? Just curious about that. Okay, excellent, Shri. Thank you for understanding, because I don't want to go anywhere while this whole COVID thing is going on. I just don't want to travel. I don't want to do it. Okay, it makes sense. Brilliant. I'm glad to hear that. So if you need to reference the video for any reason, I recommend that you guys make either a watch later, like save watch later, or you can even make a category for like Lisa's timing readings or what have you. And what I try to do is I try to have a thumbnail on all of my videos where you can tell what I'm wearing, so that you can like see which one your reading is. Okay. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, Aditi, let me ask. So the free list, are you talking about my mailing list, meaning my email list? Is that what you mean? And if not, so what I can do is I can feature my link tree. Okay. In the chat, and it should link. So if you click on that, and at the bottom of the list, there is a place where you can get free downloads of things, including, it's not listed on the thing, but including a tarot card timing PDF. If you're interested in that, if you go to the bottom of that particular list, there is a mail, like it's like a MailChimp, like has the thing, you fill it out, you can get downloads of, I have the Palace Athena download, but you'll also get the tarot card timing download. Okay. So that's for you guys. And that's if you're interested. Okay. And I've given away the tarot card timing book in other places, like on my Facebook group and a couple of other things. Oh yeah, I'm going to put these away. So that will work. So thank you, Angel Answers Deck. Okay, thank you. And I cannot do questions like that. I can't. That's not my ability. I just want to be very, very transparent about that. That is not my ability. You'll have to ask a different psychic. I know Haridwar is famous for astrology. It is famous holy place of Hindu. Oh, interesting. Okay. I will look into that too. I will have a lot of things, Shri, that I need to look up and research. That's awesome. Okay. So on this one, I cannot answer this one. This one, I just can't. It's not my skill. I apologize. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. That's just not my gift. Okay. I'm due more of the when will things happen. And even with birth, so I will say this, there is a lot of times that I will not get permission in order to find when people will be born or when they will pass on, when they will go to the next realm. I get a lot of times, no, you have no permission for that. So I will tell you that. Okay. Dear, I want to thank you for your angel. Can you tell your angels many thanks? Yes, I will. Yes. And your thanks. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Okay. Donna Marie says, when will I get married? I'm going to get, oh, here it is. Okay. Donna Marie, when will Donna Marie get married? Days, weeks, months, years. Okay, it says months. Okay, how many months? Okay, 3 months. Are you actually getting married in 3 months? I'm curious about that. So I just pendulumed and it said 3 months, but if you're marrying in 3 months, then you probably already are getting married, right? And you know when you're getting married, and it's like it's set and you're going to get married in 3 months, right? No. Okay, 3 months. Okay. Okay, let me just double check. Are you already in a partnership? Are you already okay, Donna Marie, okay, are you already in a partnership that is going to possibly go into a marriage? Okay, no, I want to see live. Please say my thanks to Angel. I will be happy if you will do this for me. Okay, maybe I don't understand what you meant. I thought you meant like my guides, of which I've already said thank you with like what I delivered to you. But if you mean something else, I'm not really sure about that, Shri. Okay. Yes, in a relationship. Okay. So maybe what the pendulum is answering then for Donna Marie is that you will be proposed for marriage in 3 months. So let me ask just to make sure, okay, that maybe that's what it's asking. Okay. So will Donna Marie be married in 3 months, or will she be asked to be married in 3 months? It says married in 3 months. So let me see when he asks to marry. Okay, is it days, weeks, months? It says weeks. How many weeks? Okay, I'm getting about 2 to 3 weeks that he may ask you to marry him. and then you will marry him in 3 months, and I'm getting a yes on that. So feels like it's going to happen pretty fast. Oh, you're talking about, okay, you see something in the pendulum. Okay, yeah, here, you can go ahead and say thanks right now. So I don't use this pendulum that often, but yeah, there is like, I guess, an energy inside of the pendulum that definitely does happen. I usually use this one here. Okay, and I have a different one that is very, very serious. This one here is a very serious pendulum. I usually use this for like medical stuff or things like that. And then I also have this pendulum here, which is just a bead, but I mean, it works amazing. And I have this pendulum, and this is not even all of my pendulums. Okay, like these are just some of my pendulums. Okay, so I have this really cool like green mottled one. It's like agate or something like that. So this one is the one I'm using today. Yeah. So okay, thank you. Okay, are you asking me if you're going to get COVID, or are you telling me you have COVID, or are you getting COVID? Yes, close your eyes and say things in the pendulum and tell them my thanks. Okay, I will. Shri says thank you for your services. Okay, and I'm going to let you see here. Sri says thank you for your service and for your answers today, including giving her the scleranthus flower essence to help her with decisions. Okay, it heard you, so there you go. Okay, so you are saying, will I get COVID, not well, I got COVID, right? Okay. Will I get COVID? I mean, I don't know if I have permission to ask, so I will ask Donna. Okay, do I have permission to ask for Donna Marie of whether she will get COVID or not? Yeah, I'm not getting that I can do that publicly for you. I apologize. Aw, thank you. Yay. Yeah, sorry, Donna Marie. I can't answer that for you. Yeah, I'm sorry too. No, it's okay you asked. I mean, I just can't answer. I was not allowed to bring that through for you, but that doesn't mean that another person or another time that it doesn't come through. Okay. So just right now, I can't do it, and I won't be able to do. Pendulum just acknowledged you and said, like, yes, thank you, like, meaning, yeah. So it was an acknowledgement. Okay. It was just like, almost like, oh yes, like, no problem, like, like, you're welcome kind of thing, right? Like, not necessarily in words. It was more of a feeling for me. Okay, sorry about that. When did I meet my future spouse? When did you, okay, are you testing me? Is that what's happening here, Aditi? Like, when you met your spouse, right? I don't understand. Okay, so I don't know why you're asking me when I did. I don't understand. Can you ask it again? Okay, but you're asking me when you did meet your spouse. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can rephrase this. Okay. So you mean when will you meet your future spouse? Is that what you mean? When will Aditi meet her future spouse? Okay, days, weeks, months, years. When will she meet her future spouse? Okay, I'm getting a read of months, but it's like a lot of months, I think. Yeah, I'm getting around 8 months. So 8 months, you will meet your future spouse. That's what it says right now. 8 months. Okay. When will I? Okay. When will I meet my future spouse? Okay, 8 months. It's okay. I apologize because I want to make sure that I'm actually answering the real question that you have. So I want to be sure, because sometimes people come on and they test me and think that all of these things. Okay, sure, no worries. Oh, I really want to feel that kind of things. Angels have a different kind of lovely power. In India, we say Devi and right, like the diva spirits, right? They also solve problems of people. Oh, very cool. Excellent. Very cool. I did not realize that. That's really awesome. So, thank you again for you have educated me so much today. Excellent. Aditi, Hindi. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe Aditi will understand. So, okay. Okay, before I get to you, Love Angie, it looks like we have a different kind of question here. Okay, so this is not a timing question, but it's also a confusing question. I'm not really sure why you're asking me this. Okay, so I just wanted to say that before I carried on. Shri, she will not understand in Hindi. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Can I ask when I'll get a new job? Okay, so Love Angie, new job. Okay, days, weeks, months, years. For Love Angie, for a new job, I get weeks. How many weeks? Very clear, 3 weeks time. Very clear. Feels really strong. Okay, so mark that, and then if you want to save the video to remember. Okay. So, okay, I guess you guys are having a sub conversation between yourselves. I guess I don't understand what's happening, but that's okay. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. That's awesome. So I'm going to go back to Donna, and I don't understand what this question is about. So, oh, it says new comments. Hang on. Let me go down here. Okay, Donna Marie, if you can explain a little bit about what your question is about, because I cannot make that into a timing question. So I'm asking you to help you, because I want to help, but I can't help in the way that it is, and I don't understand what it is that is happening here. Okay. So okay, Aditi says, can I ask one more question? When will I get my scholarship for PhD? Okay, days, weeks, months, years. I got months. How many months? 4 months. Does that make sense to you, Aditi? 4 months. And it says, thank you, and I hope so. 3 weeks. Excellent. Good way to go, Love Angie. Take care on that. Okay, I guess that Donna Marie is either gone or doesn't understand that, like, I need a little bit more to help her. Um, so yes, thank you. Awesome. Okay, and then Shri says, if you come to India, you will get a lot of information regarding astrology. There are a lot of places for this, and you know many Pandit ji in India also do the astrology. Oh, well, I'm familiar. Excuse me. Okay, I'm not sick, you guys. This is what happens when there's spiritual clearing and stuff like that. I start sneezing and I start coughing. Okay, like it's weird. It just happens. That's what happens to me. Okay. But all right. I mean, okay. Will Donna Marie's partner go to prison? Yes or no? Yeah, I can't get a yes or no. It's going sideways. It's not telling me like what's happening with that. So I'm sorry. I'm not. Maybe what it is that, so what happens sometimes is that for reasons that I don't know, sometimes I'm not allowed to see something, and it might be another psychic or somebody else that, like, or even yourself that knows some of the answers. So sometimes I'm not allowed to answer, or I'm not allowed to see the answer. Okay. So that's why, and I was trying to help, but yeah, I'm sorry. I can't answer that one for you. It's not allowing me to, and it's not showing me. Okay. Okay. Shri, I want to let you know that there is actually a Vedic astrology conference that happens in Sedona, Arizona every year. And there are many worldwide Vedic astrologers, many of which come from India to come to that conference. So I didn't know if you knew that there is a large Vedic astrology population here in the United States now. I didn't know if you knew that. Okay. I apologize that I can't do it. You know, it's one of those things. It just does, it didn't work. Okay. Maybe what it is that there's something going on in the spirit world where it's too early to ask the question. So there might be something in a decision process right now, and that would also maybe affect the reading of that, Donna Marie. I just hope that you understand that I'm really trying. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay. So very cool. We're going on a little while now. Looks like yeah, we're actually over an hour and a half. So I'm going to end the session today. Thank you guys for popping on, and maybe it was good that I got on a little bit later than I usually do. So maybe my son should call me more often and, you know, talk my ear off, which was really wonderful. And then I just come on later and maybe I just need to have it a little bit later so that I have people around the world on the stream today. Oh, your angel is very good and lovely, but you are also working an awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shri. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Aw, thank you, Michael. Thank you for coming to the channel today. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. So if you guys want to keep a record of your readings, make sure that you, okay, so let me type, I will type another, okay, timing. Okay, that should link. And if you click on that link, Shri, it'll be my next time that I come on, and you can hit a notification. Okay. And I have like 2 or 3 of them ahead right now. So you can, or you can go to my channel and there's a place in the videos that says upcoming videos, and you can click the reminders there too, and you can get notified. And then that way you'll know when I'm online, okay? Because I don't have a regular schedule yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's a brand new channel. Oh, I hope to see you soon too, honey. Take care, Donna Marie. Okay? Aw, Michael. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So here is the link for seeing when I next come on. And that'll always work. So you can save that link and just keep using it and using it and using it. Okay? And it'll show where that is. Doing good. I'm getting ready to wrap up, Chaley. So just letting you know, because I've been on for a little while now. Okay, I will come for you. I am liking your channel. You are a lovely person. I hope you subscribe and click the notifications and all of the stuff, right? So that I can come back for you. Yeah, I like you too. Aw, thanks. Okay, I'll do one more for you, Chaley, and it has to be a when will something happen, okay? It's a timing question. This is for timing readings that I'm doing. Oh, thanks. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I have it around here. Okay, I do. So this is the nail polish I have. It's an Orly and it's a one step, so I don't have to use a base coat or any of that stuff. And then over the top, I use this one that's called Won't Chip. And I try to wear gloves so that it doesn't chip, but doesn't always work, right? So that's how that, I mean, and that's not an affiliate thing, okay? I don't make any money from Orly, okay? I just like their nail polish. And it's the one that's breathable. I have subscribed. Yay! Yay! And you also like my nail polish? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Chaley says, when will I meet my next boyfriend? Okay. Okay, oh, so I have two necklaces. So this one is the wire work. Let's see here. There we go. So this one is a wire work one, and the stones on this side are, I believe that they are red tiger's eyes, and then the stones on this side are labradorites, and then this is like a mother of pearl, but it has a gold tone to it. And I made this actually in a class, okay? Wired Redhead Jewelry held a class about how to make these, and I just loved it. So yeah, that's my necklace. And then this one was a gift, and it's a seashell, and she did all of the wire work of the beads inside. Isn't that cool, you guys? So, oh, and I have fairy like wing earrings here today. So, I have a question for you, Chaley. Okay, are you only wanting a boyfriend, or do you want a well-matched life partner at this point? And the reason I'm asking is you might not be in a place yet where you can have a well-matched life partner. But I'm getting really clear on your intentions so that you know what you are bringing in, okay? Yes, Tree of Life with the moon, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking when I made this. Exactly. Aw, thank you. Aw, sweet. I want a partner. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask it in a really cool way. We're going to ask, when does Chaley receive in her life, okay, in 3D, right, her well-matched life partner? Okay, that's how we're going to ask it. Days, weeks, months, years. Okay, it says months. Okay, how many months? Huh, very interesting. It says 2 months. Now, just to double check, are there any choice points that Chaley needs to navigate for this particular? It says no. Okay, so that's its answer. 2 months. Yes, it says yes, 2 months. Mark, 2 months. And you may want to save this video so that you can refer to it later. And now you know what I'm wearing and everything. Okay. And I try to put a thumbnail so that you guys can see like what I'm doing. And that way, and I'll unhighlight that. Okay. I thought that, okay, hang on a second. Has she met it says no, you have not met them. No, no, I got a clear no. Okay. These necklaces and earrings are looking very beautiful at you. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. Excellent. Thought that you'd met them, but no, all my soulmates thus far. Okay. Yeah, we're not looking for those, right? We're looking for your well-matched life partner. If you want, you can go through the clearing exercise that I did in the early part of this video. So I know that you came in late, but if you go watch the replay, I did a clearing exercise where we grounded to the earth and we also like hooked into the sky energy and cleared our energy and let all of the stuff that we don't want anymore go down to the center of the earth, down the grounding cord, so that you can get ready for the new energy that you want to come in. Okay, so you may want to go check that out. Oh, cool. But I get 2 months well-matched life partner, and I'm getting, it's really strong, Chaley. So, but you know what? You can make it really, really good if you just really get clear on your intentions, and anything that you demand that you have in a partnership, you have to demand of yourself, right? And at the same time, we still need to be pleasantly surprised when it's even better than what we imagine, right? So we got to let spirit say, wow, actually we see how you are matched with this person, but you know, even Chaley doesn't understand it yet because all she's had is bad examples. Allow that to fall away and let spirit choose the well-matched life partner that is yours. Okay? Role model says really get clear on your intentions. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Free timing readings. I'd love to get one. Okay. And I'll wrap up after role model. After that, I'm not going to do any more readings because I've been on for almost 2 hours now. So just go ahead, role model, and drop it in the chat. Also in school. Kind of, but yeah, school is just not my thing, Shri. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm kind of too rebellious for that. Okay. But I am very like, I have a very strong Saturn, so that you might be picking up on that. I have a very strong Saturn. It in Vedic astrology, it's in Capricorn, so it's in rulership. And I have a daytime chart. Well, wait, no, that's Western astrology, meaning daytime, nighttime charts. That is a Western technique from thousands of years ago. But in any case, trust me, I have a strong Saturn. Okay. I also have a strong Jupiter and a fairly strong moon placement too. Okay. And in both Vedic astrology as well as tropical astrology from Western, I'm a Gemini rising. So that might also be what you're picking up on. Okay. Laughing. Okay. My personality. Yeah, it's unique. Oh, okay. I'm going to get back to your question, role model, Capricorn. Sing. Okay, I'm not sure what sing means, but I'll look it up. Rashi is Capricorn. Now, is that your first house, Capricorn rising? Very interesting. Okay, and that might be why you have to like really work on your Saturn, which is, wow, Jupiter and conjunct Saturn. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, awesome. All right. Thank you, Shri. You are just pleasant. I can't wait to see you again. I'm going to answer role models question and then I'm going to sign off. Okay. Because we're going on a couple hours now. Thank you. My name is Lauren, and I want to know timing regarding meeting a love partner. My intention is to build a good friendship, then go into a strong friendship and relationship. That is beautiful. Okay. I love that. Okay. Because I do think that having friendship is a great plan. Okay. And I'm going to read this also, especially someone who is emotionally available and vice versa, who likes me and I like them. Mutual feelings, values, thoughts, intentions, clear communications, etc. Here's what I'm going to do when I sum this up for you, role model. I'm going to ask for your well-matched and even well-intentioned life partner. How's that? Okay. And it can start slow because that's what matches you. Okay. So I'm going to ask for Lauren's well-matched life partner. When does she encounter that? Okay. Days, weeks, months, years. I get months. How many months? Very interesting. Around the same time period as Chaley, I get 2 months. Maybe a little less. Okay, because I remember for Chaley, she needed 2 to 2.5 months, if I'm not mistaken. Yours, Lauren, looks like, like 1.5 to 2 months, something like that. So it's a little bit sooner, but it's very close to 2 months. So that would be April 1st-ish. Okay, because we're at like February 1st-ish right now, and we really need to get past the 3rd in order for like relationships to like really start going anyway. So we have a full moon that's coming up on February 16th that we have to get through, and some people are actually having partner encounters then. Okay, and then it seems like we have a couple of you guys that are having it around the early part of April. So just mark that on your calendar. You can also refer to this video. You can save it in your watch later or in your, if you make a category like Lisa's timing readings or something like that, if you plan on coming back and getting more, right? Thank you. And I'm glad that the link worked for you. Wonderful. Great. And it's 1 to 2 months. So April time. Yeah, I'm getting around the first part of April is what it feels like to me. Possibly around the new moon. So, because we're in new moon, full moon, those kinds of things. So look around around about the new moon. Okay. Or a little bit after that. Okay. Around April 1st. So just because I have it, let's see here what day the new moon is. And I think it's in, wow, it's literally March 31st or April 1st, depending on, what time zone you're in. So, you know what? I'm just going to stick with April 1st. Okay. April 1st. Look around that time period. And that's a Friday. So that might actually work out. Will you? Yes, I will. I'm being nice right now. Okay. Yeah, it happens like that, Chaley, like where other people have the same thing coming in. So that is a possibility for you. But it also has a window opening also to the next 2 weeks time period. So like mid-April. So keep that window open. Okay. Okay. I am going to go now. I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming. And I very much appreciate you. Thank you. Boo. Aw. Oh, good night, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful week coming up, okay? Bye-bye.